What's going on out there, YouTube? This is SEO0320 representing JVS. As you can see, I'm not using the high definition camera. Unfortunately, I'm using my phone because our camera's died. I've been shooting a commercial production, actually. Hopefully, it goes pretty well. It's going to be featured on the channel really soon, at least tonight. But I wanted to give my quick review for Always Accountable, the newest episode of Walking Dead. First thoughts, it's kind of more like a reaction more so than my full review because Joe isn't here, he didn't get to see it. We're going to have a spoiler-filled open discussion about it really soon, hopefully in the next 30 minutes. But basically, my thoughts on this episode were really back and forth. I liked the part about Daryl Dixon and him meeting up and coordinating with this band of three that just don't know any better. Like, I mean, first off, they take him and they beat him upside the head and they kidnap him essentially. And I mean, Daryl, he's held his own against tons of people and walkers in and of themselves. And to see him kind of get captured like that, I was thinking, man, dude, you're better man than me because I mean, you don't know what they're capable of or what they might do. But at the same exact time, it brought me back to what Aaron and him were initially doing. They were going out to pick up people and protect them and save them. And one of the key dialogues that I liked about their interactions is towards the end, where basically Daryl is forced to save them, you know. And one of the things I really liked is that with Daryl, his moral compass is it's amazing how good of a person he really is. I showcased that in this episode because one of the characters that wronged him has insulin, and he found that, and he went back to actually protect them and save them. And it was like the thing that messed this episode up was, I guess, stupid decisions on the parts of the three people. I feel as though that they didn't learn anything from what Daryl was trying to tell them or teach them, protect them in every aspect. I can't remember the name of the new person. I thought it was Jesus. But there's a group that's trying to basically attack them, and I don't know. They keep on saying like you got to protect what I've earned this basically, and my instant thought was Negan and the survivors. Those were my instant thoughts. Which that's actually the person's been casted already, so I'm glad the comedian's gonna be Negan, but it's not supposed to appear until the end of the season, or at least probably mention of him mid-season finale. So we'll see. So I think that's the thing, that towards the end, I just realized that these characters didn't learn anything. And the actions that they did, I'm not going to spoil too much, but it was just like what they did to Daryl and then what they did to themselves, essentially. It was fruitless. It was like this episode was meaningless because this was Daryl's episode to showcase what kind of man he is so that he can be an impact on other people. And these people didn't learn anything. And that's what I did not like about this episode. It was like, what was the point of even doing this? Because it's like it just really just kind of hardens Daryl in of itself. But then I saw him at one point. He picked up this this little figurine, is this little doll baby, I think. But I was thinking to myself, he's still holding on to his humanity, which is awesome. Then you had Abraham and you had Sasha. They were kind of surviving. I liked Sasha in this. She's downright cute because like she's got her mind together. Like she knows who she is, as well as like her trying to purge all Walker life was really her having this vendetta against herself internally with guilt and anguish and stuff like that. And she has to confront some things that Abraham is having. And I mean, at first it starts off pretty good. And then I just realized that Abraham's lost his gosh darn mind because he's doing stupid things. Like, she basically alludes the fact that you're doing this to try to put yourself in bondage, put yourself in a situation where you're going to die. And eventually he has this really strong dialogue with her about his perspective on, oh man, I hit my head pretty hard. Actually right there. Ow. It's pretty interesting perspective on his psyche and what he thinks about the future, and then his prospect of now being in Alexandria has changed everything, as well as his realization about stuff. Because there's one interesting scene where he sees his walker just got like bazookas on it, and I was like, what is he doing? You know, I was like, he literally putting himself in danger for no good reason. So I thought that was really interesting. But then they do the same exact thing on this dialogue. Like, they have him come off really weird with Sasha. And I was just like, it disjoints like the whole entire thing. I was like, yeah, these are interesting times, but don't you already have somebody? You know what I'm saying? Like, and then you're already flirting with Michonne. I mean, anyway, I just thought that that was off-putting of that story arc, as well as the situation that happened with the three people that Daryl was trying to help. It was just like, this is filler. Like, there was no significance to this episode at all. And that's why I didn't like it. It was just, I mean, it was really good character development, or possibility of good character development, but it didn't go anywhere, in my opinion. The only thing that I will say, and we're going to save it for the spoiler review, is at the end. Like, there was somebody that was on the comment. It was not Rick. I can tell you that. And it literally surprised the crap out of me. And I want y'all's speculation. If y'all have seen the episode, leave it in the comment section below. But stay tuned. We're definitely going to be talking about it in the spoiler review really soon. Because I have a huge speculation of who it was on the comm. And if it's right, whoo! Here we go. All right, y'all. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the review. And JVS, we out. Peace.